Do you want a radio that replaces your FPV goggles, your computer, and you can practice a sim on? That's exactly what you can do with the Radiomaster AX12. G'day, Stu from UAVfutures here, and the Radiomaster AX12 truly does feel like a radio from the future. What we're going to do in this video, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons. Is it going to be the right radio for you? We're going to compare it to some traditional radios, and the big ones, I'm going to show you how you can use this to replace your FPV goggles. I'm going to be flying a sim on here, and we're even going to be doing some drone programming using this radio instead of our computer. As a bit of an overview, big one, this thing is running Android, so it's very different to our traditional radios. Around the outside, we've got a folding antenna. I love that it's got two latching switches up here. We've got 3-position switches and a couple of 3-position switches on the back right there as well. You can use a module. It has an inbuilt battery. A big one, we're going to be talking about the screen in just a little bit. But to go with that screen, we've got some USB interfaces up the top, as well as a HDMI in and a HDMI out. And that's going to be really important because that's how we're going to use this instead of our FPV goggles. We're going to hook it up to my little Ascent. We're going to go for a flight as well. Now, the big part here, we have this touch screen right here, and it is running Android, which lets us do some incredible things. First one, check this out. We've got our little drone simulator right there, and I'm going to plug in my little USB across the top. Then to use it as sim, it's just like essentially like a tablet. I've got a little demo of Freerider right here. Plug these little USBs in the top, and then you are ready to rock and roll. You can use these gimbals to interface with the tablet right here, and then here we are. Look at this. I'm practicing flying around using a sim. Now, of course, that's a little bit better, we'll get that noise out. Of course, it's not going to be a replacement for your computer, but what I do really like is I can give this to my kids when they want to have a quick fly, quick little practice. They can do it on here. It's almost like no fuss, no mucking around. It's just really, really simple and easy to use. And because a lot of times I don't want to have to turn the computer on and go plug the sim in and everything like that. It's very easy if it's just on here. Now, I've unplugged that little part right there because I'm going to hook it up to my drone. Maybe you want to change some settings on your drone. It does come inbuilt with the Betaflight app right here. So let's open this up. And then hopefully this is coming through on the screen. If not, I might have to adjust it or put some pictures on screen, but I'm simply clicking connect. And then I can go through, and because it's all touch screen, I can actually change some settings on here. Maybe, now I'll give you a little example in real time. If I go back here, you'll notice it's not actually responding because this particular model needs our model match turned on. So let's go. Radiomaster AX has stopped. Let's close the app and try it again. All right, we're going to go in here, and it's really easy to navigate and change all your settings. We're going to go through. We're going to change some things on ELRS. Of course, it makes it really easy with touchscreen. And then I'm going to turn on model match right here. We'll turn that on. Thank you very much. Let me change this. You'll see that I can go through and set everything up in Betaflight as well. So if you don't have a computer again, you're really going to like this because you can run anything that you can run from the Android Play Store. Now, of course, the final one that I do want to show you, that is going to be flying around using this as an FPV feed because we've got this big touch screen right here. We can simply plug that in with a HDMI in up the top. And what I also like is you've got HDMI out as well, which means you could run this to an external device or maybe using it for your goggles as well. And then people can watch on here. Now, let me just get set up and I'll show you what that's like. All right, you've plugged it in. I've gone over to the camera app, but you can get it to display in the Radiomaster app that's on here as well, which controls most of the settings on the radio. But let me just plug in my little drone right here, and we should be able to see that on the screen. Hopefully, there we go. So you can see right here, there we are. We are good to go, and we will even go for a little flight. So we are armed, and let's go. Alrighty. This does feel kind of crazy flying around here looking at this. I do have to concentrate a little bit because I do want to get this back. And this screen actually does look pretty good. Oh, I must be on low battery. I am on low battery. Right, and I'm just going to unplug this because it is kind of loud with the fan from the Ascent, not from the radio. Now the apps it does come with, it comes with the Speedy app. I put the drone sim on here, and we do have our Radiomaster app here as well, which is really easy to use. Let's go back here. Everything's touchscreen. Home, you can lock the screen interface if you want. It is really, really easy to use. And if you're used to using your traditional radios, you're gonna have no problem using this. And they're probably the three main features that I like about it. Anything you can run on Android, you can do with this. Flying the sim, I love the HDMI in, the HDMI out if you want to use it as the screen. And also, do you want to use this instead of Betaflight? I can see some situations where if you're in the field, this really would come in clutch, be very, very handy to solve some of those problems. But should you get it? And this is the part where I have to say, for $250, I love all the features that it has, but I don't think it's going to replace I don't think it's going to replace those other radios for me. There's a few little things I think they could do to make it even better. It does get quite warm. The inbuilt battery, what I would love towards the back right here is if they had a little output or an XT60 or some way of getting some power out, because at the moment, if I want to hook this up, I would love to build a little solution. I think that fits quite nicely on the back of my radio, but I still need an external battery to power that VRX. If Radiomaster had a little output or a little plug that they could attach right here, that would make this radio even better for attaching little ground stations and things like that. But look, overall, it's a great radio, but the big one, do you need to rush out and get it? Always think, what can this radio do that I can't already do? If you don't have a computer, this makes a lot of sense. If you're computer illiterate, you don't really like that, this can make a lot of sense. If you want something easy, like my kids just want to turn this on and fly the simulator all the time, I don't have to hassle and hook it up to the computer, this can do that. But for the everyday FPV pilot, you probably already know how to use Betaflight, you probably already have that on your computer, and you probably already have a sim. So this radio, for me, it's not going to be my choice. I much prefer to fly even something like the Radiomaster Pocket. But that doesn't mean that this is a bad radio by any means. There is definitely going to be a market for people who want this, and it's great that they have that option. So thumbs up to Radiomaster. I have to say, I really like the Radiomaster AX12, even though it's not the radio for me. There's going to be definitely a bunch of people who do like it. I'd love to know what you think. Throw your comments down below. And as always, happy flying.